welcome to the studio. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of life drawing, but from a session on Zoom. At the start of the lockdowns and the COVID-19 pandemic, I was a bit reluctant to do online life drawing sessions. The first session I did was a free session that a life model put on to give an idea of how they run. It was just a portrait session and it was well run. She presented herself really well, but I really struggled to be able to see the forms of the face through a screen. Something to do with the lighting and the low pixel count. Everything looks very flat, and seeing the planes of the face and how the nose turns and things like that, I really struggled to see the details, so that sort of put me off the idea. But as the months have gone by, again and again, I've found myself really missing life drawing, not just for the practice, but also for the social aspect and seeing everyone from life drawing sessions who's normally there, the artists and the models alike. This session was presented by Abbotsford Life Drawing here in Melbourne, Australia, and it was a Mortal Kombat themed session. So all the models dressed up as Mortal Kombat characters, and that was just a fun theme to bring together the 4 separate models and being able to switch between each of their camera to give them a break for the whole session. So all the poses were back to back with no breaks for the artists, but that was part of the challenge. And here I'm still doing, I think, 5-minute poses. And we'll work our way up to one 15-minute pose. I'm using pan pastel, which is a compressed pastel in a cake form with charcoal pencils. And I've recently gotten a mechanical white chalk pencil, which is quite fun because it allows me to get really nice little detail in there. One of the things from drawing with the screen is obviously I'm limited by my screen size and how much I can see, so I find myself working a lot smaller, A5 or A4 at most, rather than on big A1 or A2 sheets of paper like I do in more traditional life drawing where I'm standing in the room with the model. I've been drawing on Colourfix paper by Art Spectrum, which is a slightly toothy paper. It's got an acrylic prime surface, and that really grabs onto the pastel and allows me to erase without damaging the paper, so that's fantastic. If you've ever got questions about what I'm using, fire off a comment down below. I always try and answer all the comments, and I really appreciate any feedback. I'm going to let you watch the last one in not quite real time, but it's a little bit slower, so that one's the 15-minute pose, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I'd really like to know if anyone else has tried these online sessions and what are some good tips and tricks for them, be it find a bigger screen or, I don't know, pause the video. I feel like that's kind of cheating because the time limit's part of it, but at the same time, if you've got to spend a little bit longer to finish the drawing, I guess that makes sense as well. So yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments below if you've done these kind of sessions or if you have any links to other sessions I should know about. That would be cool. I hope everyone's staying really well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.